Hello and welcome to Match Point Paradox. We are here at the end of the encounter between LSG and GT at the Ekana Stadium in Lucknow, where LSG made a slight difficult work of a chase that was looking much comfortable halfway through the second innings. And now this win has taken them to third in the table, their fourth win in 6 matches in this season. And like all the other games of the season, I think one man has been responsible for the good performance of LSG through the season. That's Nicholas Pooran.
If there was any doubt that Pooran was the best T20 batter in the world, he has completely removed everything.
Correct.
This has been an incredible season. He's on 349 runs now after the 60 he scored today. The biggest part is he has scored them at 69, an average of 69, while going at a strike rate of almost 220. I think it's 215 or something now. So the fact that he is able to do all the ball striking at that average, at that consistency is incredible. 450 in 6 games. The fact that he was retained for such a huge amount, I think only Kohli was retained at that price bracket. There were questions raised, not huge doubts, but still whether he was as good as people say him to be. But this particular early stages of this particular season has proven everyone wrong and LSG right. Even today, the way he took down GT spinners, the best spin attack probably in the league, Rashid Khan and Sai Kishore. Sai Kishore, we all knew that Pooran loves batting against left-arm orthodox spinners. He had a strike rate of 360 odd before the match of the start against left-arm spinners in IPL since the start of 2024. He just made it 380 by killing Sai Kishore in that one particular over. That was a brutal takedown. Sai Kishore missed his length by trying a few different things. But that one over changed the complexion of the game. The required run rate came down significantly, and GT were forced to hide Sai Kishore until the last over when by the time Pooran was out. So that was spectacular from Pooran. Again, not for the first time this season. But what also stood out was the fact that LSG managed to do it without the presence of Mitch Marsh, the second best batter, and how Markram batted. How did you make of the rest of the LSG batting?
Correct. Even in the start of the season, we were kind of telling LSG is probably a top-heavy batting unit. After their top 4, Ayush Badoni is not somebody who's going to give you a 400, 500 run season. So Abdul Samad. So question marks around that. But Marsh has been that attacker-in-chief in the power play.
Correct.
I think he missed today's game because of personal reasons, but he's still there in second or third place in the orange cap standings. So that shows the season that he's been having so far. But today it was Aiden Markram's turn to play the perfect second fiddle. And I think second 50 plus score this season is crossed 40 in each of his last 3 innings. So he's giving that impetus in the power play. People don't really rate Markram as a T20 cricketer because he's somebody who's more the classic mold.
More ODI.
More ODI. But in the power play, I think he's been playing well. He's been scoring at a fair quick clip against pacers and spinners alike. And he's been giving the starts that LSG have been needed. And despite Pant really not clicking so far in the season,
today they tried him as an opener.
Yeah, and in place of Marsh, 21 of 18, slightly better than how he's fared till season. The other matches in the season so far. But overall, I think the top 3 have made sure that they do the heavy lifting for LSG.
And their bowling also chipped in today. So GT had a great start. We'll get back to that later in the video. LSG's bowlers, I think they tried 6 bowlers today. 4 of them went under 9 or under 9. Great team effort. None of them stood out. But then Shardul Thakur, who is the ultimate vibes man. Yeah, so he picked 2 wickets again with full tosses. That is his 4th wicket with a full toss in this IPL. I think he's well on course to break the all-time record held by Alfie Merkel 7 for CSK. I think probably around early 2010s. So again, Shardul Thakur, the fact that nobody picked him in the IPL auction was a huge surprise for all of us. But the way he has bounced back led this particular LSG bowling attack, which had lost almost all of its pace bowling strength, is incredible. The way he has functioned as the lead bowler for LSG. And then obviously the Ravi Bishnoi and Digvish Rathi. And one of the finds of the season, Digvish Rathi, the way he was bowling against experienced international cricketers, despite possessing no IPL experience before this, brilliant. So the way Pant has handled, I know he has had a bad start to the season with the bat, But in terms of captaincy, in terms of bowling resource management, Pant has been top class, and that is reflected on their standing in the points table right now, third.
Yep.
Nobody would have expected the LSG to be third at this stage of the tournament. But again, as good as LSG were today, it also boils down to how GT fumbled a superb start. Sudharsan and Shubman Gill. What do you make of that particular opening phase and then the collapse?
Correct. I think they were 120 for 2 at the end of 12 overs. And in the remaining 8 overs, especially in the death, when everybody accelerates, you have managed only 61 runs. So that's clearly where Gujarat lost the game. But also, it has to do with the playing conditions as well. I think even on comms, they were saying that once the ball became old, it was stopping a bit in the pitch. But the advantage for LSG was in the second innings, they could understand how to play that phase out. JT was stumped by the sudden slowness of the pitch.
And they had Pooran.
Correct. Which you cannot account for at this stage. But coming back to Gill and Sai Sudharsan, it's been one of the most best opening partnerships in the league, at least for the last 2 years. I think their average partnership is somewhere around 72, which is an insane number. And both of them are improving as T20 players. They have been improving their strike rate over the last 2 years. Sai Sudharsan in particular, although he's not a very big boundary hitter, he manages to get those doubles, lot of doubles today as well. And make sure that each over is around 8-9 runs per over in the power play. They finished, I think, at 54 at the end of the power play. Very decent power play score. Even though it's not the hundreds and the 90s that the Punjab and Sunrisers have been managing over the last 2 years. But yes, from a position like that, I think they needed some more support from their middle order. People like Shubman and Rutherford, I know in the previous matches in the competition as well, bowlers have tried to go wide against him to take it away from his hitting arm. And he struggled for his first few deliveries. I think he was going at less than run a ball into his first 10-15 balls. I think that's where GT kind of lost the momentum. And from there, obviously, everybody who comes after that will try to slog Miller, Gover, Shah Rukh Khan. Did manage to connect a couple at the end. But 180 was definitely below par looking at how the start went.
Yeah. So before the match started today, GT lost another foreign overseas player. Kai Sarabada is not with the team now. And now today they lost Glenn Phillips, who was ruled out of this season due to an injury. So I think maybe that gives GT a chance to maybe rope in a foreign batter, someone like say Alex Carey, someone who can finish the inning, someone who has that caliber. Maybe, you know, because Rutherford has been hit and miss so far.
Correct.
And their Indian finishers, Rahul Tiwari did not get a chance to bat today. Shah Rukh Khan did not exactly fire when given the chance. So there seems to be that X factor in the middle order lacking for. You can have all the accumulator you want, but in a day like today, you actually needed someone to go ahead and hit those.
But they are a team that somewhat of the CSK mode, where they set a playing 11 and they back them up to the end of the tournament. But obviously, they've been playing a couple of matches with even 2 foreign players. So when there is an opportunity for you to sign top-class international talent, so I think that's one possible option they can take.
So that's it from LSG versus GT. Then we soon have Punjab Kings versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. We'll have the review video soon upon our YouTube page. For more stories from IPL, please follow Sportstar.